Hello, and today's video is discussing employment and jobs. Now, let me tell you something. I hate working and I hate having a job, and I've got no shame and no problem in telling you that. It seems like as if today people have like an attitude like, yes, you've got to work, you've got to be employed, you've got to be a working kind of guy, and it's a load of rubbish. Since I've left school, I've known it's a load of rubbish. It's a load of rubbish. You work for one reason and one reason only, and that's the money. If you don't need the money, there's no need to work. Oh, but I've been told this by people. Oh, but what about your sense of pride? Hey, let me tell you something. I don't need a crappy job with someone shouting at me all day long on what to do and how to do it to feel pride. In fact, that's the opposite of pride. That makes me feel depressed and makes me feel degraded. Never mind value, Go. Yeah, you work for money so that you can live. That's all. That's all that work is. Okay? And I've met people before, and the moment that I've says I'm unemployed, they've looked at me like as if I'm scum. It don't matter about my morals, my values, how I am as a person, my integrity. All of that is irrelevant. Am I employed or not? And if I'm unemployed, then I'm just scum. Have you ever met people like that who just treat you if you say you're unemployed like scum? Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing to be unemployed. In fact, there's a lot of good things that can come from being employed, such as meeting new people, having money, so that you're not, poor. Um, just gets you in a routine so that you're not in a rut like me with greasy hair, sat in the house all the time making YouTube videos. But like I've had quite a lot of jobs in the past. I've worked at a supermarket on the checkout. I've worked in warehouse. I've worked in factories. I've done volunteer work, helping people who suffer with mental illness. So and also I live at home with my mum, so I'm not really you know desperate for money. I don't really need money to survive. I live with my mum. I'm not rich, but at the same time, I'm in that situation where I can kind of just bum around, and it's not an emergency to get a job, which is good. Um, and a lot of people don't understand that. It's like they're always pushing themselves. They're always pushing themselves. Oh, I've got to get a job, and then I've got to get a house and a mortgage, and I've got to get a car, and you've got to have this complete thing to be a full human person, a full human being. And the fact of the matter is that a lot of people kind of chase that their whole lives. They get the mortgage, they do this, they do that, and then before they know it, they're 50 or 60, and they've worked to get the house and everything that they felt like they was meant to do, and then they just drop dead. Because let me tell you something, no matter how much they tell you on TV that the retirement age, is going up because people are living longer, let me tell you something, people aren't living longer. And if they are living a bit longer, just a few years longer, because they're averaging it out, so in general, people, are still dying roughly, at 75. um they're averaging it out, but they're not taking into account the fact that most old people, the quality of life is not good. So like they might say, oh, in this area people are living to 90 in general, and then over here people are living to 60 in general. They average it out and come to an age, and then say, oh yeah, let's take the retirement age up to like what's it meant to be for someone my age? I'm 29. It's meant to be like 70. Get out of here! I can barely work now, stay on my feet all day. I'm pathetic. What am I going to be like at 70 if I'm still alive? God. But it's all part. It's a part of the illusion. Like, don't kid yourself. Don't get depressed that you're gonna die, but don't live for your retirement, because a lot of people don't make it. My mum's sister's husband, he worked like 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to keep her in her luxury lifestyle, like going on holidays, first class and all that, and he dropped dead just one day, you know, just dropped dead. Like he came home, he had 1 or 2 days off, you know, and he dropped dead, you know, from, I think it was a heart attack or something. That I don't think they probably did but you know, and how old was he? He was in his 40s. Someone my mum used to work for, he's dying now, and he's always right. He's a big guy, you know. He's I wouldn't say he's huge, like really fat, but quite fat, and he's a big guy, and him and his wife are always on about retirement. Oh, we're gonna retire in a few years, and we're going to you know, live abroad. And they've been saying that for ages, and I've been saying for the last 5 years, Corey wants to hurry up and retire, because if he's got the money to retire, he should hurry up and retire, because he ain't gonna last very long. Because, but you see, he's got it in his mind, you know, everyone has it in their mind that they're gonna be the ones who live to 100, and he's got it in his mind because his dad died at in his like 90s or something. But you know, he's not a healthy guy, and I've been saying for like the last 5 years he wants to hope and retire before he dies, and constantly putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And guess what? He's got terminal cancer now. Learned that like a week ago. You know, it's not surprised one bit that he's gonna die now. He's gonna be dead within a few months. You know, so you know, there's more to life than working. You know, definitely. I like when I was working at the factory last year, and there was a man who was saying like that he worked so much in his last job, to I think car sales or something, that his wife left him, and like, why would you work that much? You say, oh, but you need the money. No, it, what are you working for that you need the money? If you're willing to ruin your you know, not have a wife at the end of it, and not have, then what are you working for? You know, it's no good having the money. Oh, but you need the money to survive, but you don't need to work that much to survive. You can survive on a minimum wage job working full time, you know, 40 hours a week. So you haven't got to be at work all the time, not 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. No, what he means is that he's got to work to survive that much in that lifestyle. And you've got to be, you know, you got to weigh it up. What you want out of life. Do you want to be at work all the time? I might try and get a security job or something. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, you know, a night watchman where I can just kind of laze around, you know. And you're doing a job, you know, you give an arm place and something happens, you've got to do something, obviously, but it means that you've also got the thing of being left alone, not having to deal with people, and no stress, and it can be kind of relaxing, I guess. That's the theory, so I might go for that.